All right, so in today's video, we are watching a Gold 2 Sigma Orisa Winston here on Gibraltar. They basically said that their teammates didn't capitalize on high ground while they were in the enemy backline, so they'd get melted. This type of game, it very much seems like it's a tank who wants to play one way and the rest of the team who wants to play another way. It's something I've talked about recently where you try to play at the pace of your team. So we'll kind of see where that's at. I'm very curious because I have a feeling that if this tank's playing the way I think they will, we can showcase some stuff here. We'll find out. Like this video, subscribe to this YouTube or all the YouTubes. Also leave a comment. It helps. Here we go. Doomfist again. Seen a lot more Doom. Doom has basically become the S tier tank, so. When you play against a Doom, by the way, save your rock for Doom the majority of the time. You can really prevent, like really good Doomfish, you'll watch them be able to play around that, but like a lot of Dooms who are either learning Doom or, you know, still trying to figure out Doom, you can get away with like basically just rocking every single one of their blocks and they just fall over. Obviously, as you climb, the Dooms will probably get better at counterplaying that. But sometimes it's also just good to do it because they'll like punch, or not punch out of the way, but they'll back away like immediately, so that way you can't rock their block. And then at the very least, you stop that cooldown rotation. Yep, rock, nice job. So far, so good. Yeah, I'd very much recommend that. You want to start main in Doom? I mean, right now, I'm telling you, right now, real talk, Doom is like the meta tank, so if you get good at Doom, you're gonna have a good time. In before people are going in the comments, can you please not tell people that Doom's really good right now so you don't have Doomfist in your games? Learn how to play Doom. Okay, I got Doomfist bingo tomorrow. Get ready. Yep, Brock. Team got rolled on first point. Just a little side note, by the way. At 0 point, did you really try to control this side of the map? I always talk about how you want to control server. This is called server in here. You just kind of stayed on high ground and like let them rotate around to the point. Your teammates got rolled too, but like there's a certain point where you need to understand that on Gibraltar, you need to take away like this half of the map from them. And if you don't, if their other team is playing even remotely together, you're probably going to lose the point. It's very important to hold this part of the map, because then you have access to all this part of the map for the most part, and they can't do anything, and they have to like end up eventually taking it, but then you can get into better spots, and it takes them a while. So that is just like position-wise, your whole team was out of position, not just you. You're getting snowballed now. In these situations, by the way, the best thing you can do is back out right now. If you stay in here, this is on you. If you stay in the middle of the point here and then you get mad that you lose this team fight, this is 100% on you. I cannot even believe you're getting this ult off and are still... That right there, without a doubt, is on you. There is no way you can blame your team or anybody on your team for that one. You need to back out when you're down 3. And keep in mind, we all have bad ults like that. Something that I've done specifically. But like in those situations, even when you have an ult, look like where your teammates are at now. What if you wait an extra 3 seconds? Right? An extra 3 seconds, you have a better retake. You probably have a better ultimate. Win or lose this team fight, you're in a better spot. But you sat there and a 2v5 went right in. Just wait. It's like a 3-second difference there where you can make a play. We'll see what happens here. Your team could maybe take this because you have a lot of ults, but... On to Orisa. This is because of the Doomfist. What rank is this? I already forgot. Not soon. Thanks for the 7 months of payment. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for the 7 months.
Acknowledge me, Emu NNG.
Here we go. Waited. Okay, you're kind of just standing around. You don't really have a plan on anything here. You're just standing there on cart. Did it go for map control? Did it go for high ground? You just stayed there on cart. Good boot by the Lucio. You're just doing your own thing. This is all you. Nice javelin. Right now, just to go back to everything, this is where I'm saying play with your team. Play at the pace of your team. You're talking about how your teammates are doing this, doing that. Like, you're standing here. Look at this. Just go high ground. What I mean by this is, like, you are standing here waiting for the next fight to engage.
The great content.
Okay?
Loving season 9.
Raspin, thanks for the 2 months of the feature friends. I've been enjoying it too. I agree. We're almost a mid-season patch. Look at this. You're letting all of them just run out through doorways, doing whatever they want. Cart's not in a spot where they're gonna go push you right now. You are standing here. Your Moira's standing here. Do you see what's happening? Make it a habit to go up here, take high ground. Even if you have to drop down, that's fine. But don't just stand here and do nothing. I think mid-season's next week. This poke damage can be super important for building ultimates, for getting an early elim. Every early elim you get on Gibraltar is essentially a one-team fight. Obviously that, there's gonna be outliers to that, but I would say more likely than not, if you get an early pick on defense on Gibraltar, you're running away. You're by yourself. This is right now. This is all on. This is what you're doing playstyle wise is nothing to do with your team. It's just you're on a different page from your teammates. Too much downtime. Keep your ultimate, by the way. Do not switch. Actually, yeah, no, I don't know why you switched. Wait, yes, good swap. No. I'm okay with it. I see the Bastion, so I'll explain why I'm okay with the ult swap, but I also I think they're afraid of the Bastion just shredding them when they go into their ult, but I don't know. It's tough to say. I feel like it would have been okay to keep your ultimate and then just force out their ultimates with your ult to trade off. All right, you're just. Went back, try to go back to the ult spawn there. Good play. So what are you doing there, by the way? For anybody who's wondering what the D.Va just did, this goes for anybody new to Overwatch who doesn't know this. If you're a baby D.Va and you're not really close to your ultimate and you're close to spawn, go back to spawn, switch hero, switch back to D.Va. You get your mech back. Honestly, it's worth it. Target focus, DM usage. Wait for that, wait for the animation ETL, not just try to. Yep. Yep. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, now you're on Winston. So you've been making a lot of hero swaps. But I feel like it's been a playstyle issue more than anything else.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I mean, they have a D.Va, so on your dive sometimes, it might not go as well as you think it will. Widow top left is your target. Yep. Widow top left is your target. Widow top left is your target. Wonderful. Aw, wait for your team's ult charge for a second if you have time. Not bad. There you go. Did fall down and get shredded? I like how they didn't even give time for the Zen to get some ult charge there. A little bit of a thing, chat. If you're gonna go back to spawn and you have a little bit of time, let your supports get that ult charge. It can be super important for building ults. Help. No. Okay. Listen, if you see a D.Va running by themselves onto your Zenyatta and you're looking from above and you have Winston bubble, do not just stand up on the high ground and just sit there. You said your teammates weren't taking advantage of the high grounds, etc. That's fine. Your Zen's on the low ground. But you just sat up there and just right-click down on the D.Va. You just drop down there and drop a bubble. There's a good chance your Zenyatta can survive that, and then the D.Va can't be healed from anybody on their team. Instead, you just sit up there, watch your Zenyatta get rolled, and then you drop down. Be ready to dive. Okay, one second. I need to make sure of something. Okay, yeah, you're playing Winston. So you're not playing Widowmaker right now. I know that you want to do some right-click damage with your Winston, but you're standing on the floor in front of your team, right-clicking their team while there's 4 squishies back left. Are you seeing what's happening here? So what you need to do in this situation is, like, create that space as Winston. That bubble, you might be able to get 3 limbs. You might be able to get 0 limbs. You want to know how you get that ult charge to 100%? You don't just sit there and try to right-click them across the map. Keep in mind, pre-fight, right-clicks, totally fine. You want to right-click that soldier as you go in, etc. That's good. That is totally fine. Also, stop dropping your bubble really early. You don't need to drop it like that, especially when there's only one person running the way. Now you have to wait for your next engage. Sometimes you lose those timings because of that engage. Jump the Junkrat. Wait on bubble. Drop bubble now. Great bubble. Did you block off the heals from the Kiriko that you heard in the back there? Go in now. You're going to have your ult. Don't be afraid to use your ult. Ready? And dive in. Drop bubble. Oh. Try to get your bubble off there if you can beforehand. I'm happy. Thanks for the 2 months of the feature friend. Thank you. You have a good one, too. Mercy's your target. Good target focus. Use your bubble. Nice job. Soldier's next. As you can see, the soldier's low. Good target focus. Junkrat's behind you. That's going to be your next target, because if you try to go for the diva, you're going to get rolled. That's also a good play, jumping out for a second. Drop your bubble. Nice drop of the bubble. Play your bubble now, which means go back and forth between the bubble to LOS the damage. Grab a health pack. That sequence was pretty good. Right there was pretty good. You see what happens when you're making a little bit more plays? Go for the diva. Nice. That's certainly a bubble that you use. Jump back left to make sure they can't do anything. All right, that was certainly a res. Much better. Good sequence there. Very solid sequence right there. Good job. Help your Zen. Now I want to point something out. Do you see what happens if a diva pushes a Zenyatta and then has assistance from the Winston? Look what happened. See the difference there when you actually go and help? I know it's a different scenario, but it was very, very similar in the sense of, then why res that? Honestly, as much as I would love to say I wouldn't res that, chat's probably seen me play enough Mercy now to know that I'm going in for that res, and it's probably not a good res, but you know what? What if I do get that res off? Well, if I do, then my teammate will be mad at me because I res them in front of the whole team, but still, it's the thought that counts. All right? Be careful of this ult. I'm very curious to see what happens to your HP. Okay. If the team pops Kitsune in a small hallway, don't Winston ult that. If you go back to spawn, you go back to spawn. But like, or if you Winston ult it, you're Winston ulting to get out of there immediately. Like immediately. Like you Winston ult to get out of there immediately. Bunny Boo, thanks for the 19 months of tier 1. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you. What's your play here? Give us one. Wait a second on heals. Nice. Mercy's in front of you. Mercy's in front of you. Mercy's in front of you. Good dive, though. I'll accept that dive.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Why are you diving the Kiriko there? When you hear the Mercy. What I'm trying to get you in the habit of is, like, I feel like your target priority is kind of all over the place. So, like, you were so concerned about your teammates not taking advantage of high ground that, like, even if you're taking advantage of high ground, the next step is now understand a target priority. So, like, you're committing your ability into the Kiriko to get the Kiriko to cleanse. Sometimes that can be good, but, like, you're not having the follow-up of that because your teammates are dealing with multiple things. So the best thing that you can do is isolate everybody over here, which enables everybody else in your team to pop off over here. So I think you mentioned that you go into their backline and your teammates don't follow up on what you're doing. You dove into a Kiriko in the back right. There's no follow-up your teammates can do if, like, this is the positioning. You see what I'm saying? You're very much playing, like, your own game right now. And it would take a couple seconds of just, like, looking at how your team's playing it, focusing on where you want to go, and then going from there. Instead, you're just back to where they were at. And all you did was go in there and be like, hey, I'm going to dive a Kiriko. Even though if I just go down here and bubble in front of the Mercy and go for the Mercy, that they're going to have to play spread now, and now we've created multiple angles on them. Instead, you're just going at them and doing that. So you kind of see where when you start to look at how you're playing it, you'll see a lot of improvement. Oh, here we go. Backing out more than before, which is good. Yes, that is a good positive. I agree. But it's also like, if you keep going and doing this like set play that's doing that, like, you're probably going to run into the same issue, though. Where you just keep losing team fights because you're not. This is an okay... oh, by the way, the reason why this Winston ult is better than the last one is because it was done... what's it called? It was done with no Kitsune in the room. This is actually a good spot to play. Oh! Be real with you, that was just a good play by the Kiriko. I'm gonna be real with you. Nice job. That was a good play by the Kiriko. D.Va's low. D.Va has ult. Be ready to bubble it. Bubble the ult. Good job. Baby D.Va on point. Just got rolled. Oh, no. Good dive on the Junkrat. Good job. You're gonna fall over, though, because there's a Kitsune on point and you're a Winston. Yep. Now, you're going to see that 15 kill streak and go, wow, what is my team doing? But, like, if you look back at this, you see what I'm talking about? If you look back at your gameplay right there, think about how many limbs that you just missed out on, right? How many opportunities you had to create more space for your team. All of that, when you, like, just add that up, leads to these, like, team fights that you constantly lose. So all I'm trying to say to you is don't focus on your teammates not taking advantage of high ground there. Focus on your target priority, because I think target priority was your #1 issue. And I think if you start to understand that, like, you had so many opportunities to go and make a play and instead you kind of just sat in the middle or just did right clicks like you were playing Widowmaker, you'll be fine. But that was really the #1 issue here. I didn't see this as like, oh no, the teammates are, their D.Va went to the back line, had good target priority. You went into their back line, you didn't have good target priority. Automatically, the other team's going to have a little bit of a better opportunity going. So you fix that, you look for the right targets, I think you'll be in a good spot. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to all 3 YouTubes if you haven't. If you want to submit your own spectating, look in the description below. Also, leave a comment, helps a ton, I guess, when you leave comments, because all that. And also, if you join the Discord, that's where you can submit the spectating. We also record these live on stream. If you look below the webcam, you can see the Twitch chat right there. We have a lot of fun, so stop by if you haven't. With that being said, hope you all have an amazing day/night.